What's going on, guys? There's a full house here. You guys will have to turn. Okay, good. I have got Lenny in the house, and we have got Lynn in the house with an E, Lynn E, and Lenny in the house. Floss is first in the house. Thanks for coming in. Glad you're doing well. Debbie Conan, good to see you. And Wondering Mimo, good to see you, Cindy. Chit-chat, and Jackie is in the house. Yes, the doctor's job. I hit the floor when I told him I was walking some with a cane. The neck is healing just like it should. Nice. We'll get you up here pulling weeds then. No. Hey, everyone, spring is finally 9 inches of snow. Where is that? Central Massachusetts.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
9 inches. Both these guys are from Massachusetts. It melted away pretty fast, though. Let's see here. I'm scrolling. These guys are chit-chatting back and forth. Fan Life with Gina in the house. Good to see you, friend. Deborah's in the house. Hi, Johnny, Lynn, and Lenny. Nancy Roberts in the house. Good to see you, friend. Bernadette is in the house. Good to see you. Les in the house said full house. Princeton, Massachusetts. Lenny saying hi to everybody. All right, guys. Get your singing voices on. It is Lenny's birthday today, and we let her come down to be here for her birthday so she could sleep in the van. It is not done yet, and it's probably the least done that any client besides Lynn E has Lynn E. Now I'm gonna do that all the time. We have let down here for. So she slept in there last night. She's got running water today, the Ogo toilet, the bed, and she may have shed some tears the night before her birthday. But anyway, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lenny. Happy birthday to you. Boom. I think I was just rewatching Lynn's video with Northwest Van Builders. Did you do a video with Northwest Van Builders?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I don't even know.
Surfing Dodo's in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you, Kathy. All right, I'm scrolling. We'll get caught up here real quick. Cha. Somebody said, give her spankings. Aussie is in the house. Good to see you, my Australian friend. Maybe called New Jersey Outdoor Adventures.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, he did a real good tour. I was proud of Lynn. Clara's video tour is up on the channel right now, and I tell everybody, and you guys know it, my videos do good. For me, I get my builds off of them, but it's always neat to put a van tour up because typically if a video is going to do good, it's going to do good. And they are loving Clara's van, and she's over 5,000 views in just 2 days. So every now and then it's nice to get a video up there. So I am not being ungrateful for my everyday stuff, but mostly it's like how-to stuff, and it just does not get the views that tours do. So Lenny said, if you want to do a tour of my van, and I was like, oh, no, that is a requirement. Happy birthday to you, Lenny. Happy birthday to you. Lots of happy birthdays. Where is Claire's van tour? It's on my channel. I put a video up every Sunday. The Aloha Cons in the house. Good to see you. Aloha, y'all. No. Aloha. That's exactly right. I don't know why I thought I said it wrong. I said it like a Texan. Anyway, we are working on Lenny's van. We've got 2 other vans we're working on. Lynn is waiting for heater parts to come in, and a couple of other little things. These struts, these cabinet struts that we like to use are giving Lynn a fit. And she's got small cabinet doors. I feel like we probably got the smallest struts that we could get, and we're probably pushing it because her doors are narrow. But looking at that anyway. So Lynn is patiently waiting, and in the meantime, helping Lenny break in, kind of giving her some pointers and tips. So, conk. I think how did I probably said it wrong, obviously. Tommy is in the house. Good to see you, Tommy. Um, aloha, cousin. But other than that, we've really been trying to behave. I had Sean working on one of the vans while I was working on Lenny's, and we flooded Lenny's van, which I think everybody should flood their van every now and then. Get that floor mopped real good. So I put a stop valve on the hot water line, and did not have it in the stop position. So that water pump was just pumping and pumping. And then all of a sudden, Sean goes, wait. So, yeah, we did a little mopping here in Lenny's van today. Hi, everyone. I made it in the chat. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. So, Lenny got to see her sliding door header. There was 2 surprises, and when you've got kids and you're like trying to surprise them at Christmas, and you've got this vision in your head of, man, wouldn't it be cool if they responded in that way? And you never really got that because they're spoiled rotten and they don't appreciate things like that. But Lenny, it was pretty perfect, and it was not on camera, unfortunately, for you guys to see, but it was pretty cool. And very, very happy. And then Sean did something special for her, and she was very excited about that. So that will all be in the tour. May show it to the Patreons, but won't be up live until the tour. How is your pond holding up from all the rain? The pond's doing good. The runoff, the spillway area, took a beating. So the excavator is going to come back out. And so we're going to have to move some rocks around again. So if I had a day where I could really but it would take all day, and it would take the excavator probably 2 hours. So my time is more valuable than moving those rocks. Howdy from the mountains. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Watch out. You may have some more weather later this week. I have no doubt. It has been unbelievable. Now, I planted a flower bed last year. Pretty much sure I probably killed it. And they are all in full bloom out here. So I'm happy about that. I actually just gave them a little bit of water again today. And the grass is really coming in and looks amazing. The park looks great. The dam looks great, except where we had some water wash. So the rain here in Missouri is still coming, starting Wednesday evening until Monday. Oh, I made it to the live. Good to see you, Linda. Thanks for coming in. Are you back in the U.S.? Are you back in the U.S.? Everybody giving Linda a warm welcome. A warm welcome. Lenny, were you going to share? Oh, look at this. What is that?
That's a treat. Because you've never seen those before.
Fried chow mein noodles.
Only from Massachusetts.
Only from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I'm going to try one. Not bad.
Make chow mein with it.
They're probably addictive. What?
Yeah, you make chow mein with it.
Make chow mein with it.
Yeah.
We went to the Mine House tonight. It was Lenny's birthday, so we went and got some burgers and a steak sandwich. No duck sauce.
No, it's for chow mein.
It's
you
for
don't put duck sauce on chow mein.
Oh, she said no duck sauce.
Stuff.
Great with wonton soup.
Yeah.
All these Northeasterners knowing exactly what she's talking about. Everybody, there's a couple of people saying duck sauce.
I don't know why, because you can't put it on these. That's
you put them on the plate and you put chow mein on top of them, and the chow mein kind of like softens the noodles a little bit.
A little,
but they're still crunchy.
Oh.
The duck sauce?
No, the duck sauce is for like your fried stuff, like your egg roll and your, chicken
tempura.
And
I don't get Chinese anymore because nobody here at the shop likes it. Sean, my friends that like Chinese left, and so I never ever go up there and get it. But I love Chinese. So they are in travel mode. So it gets in your fingers and you lick it off.
The duck sauce?
That sounds good to me. That sounds.
You can, but not on chow mein. That's
she said.
Duck sauce, applesauce, and soy
not
sauce
in Massachusetts. They said maybe in Pennsylvania. Dale says he knows what they are. Yeah. All right, guys. If you are interested in coming to the 2025 Johnny's Journey Meetup at Fred Rock Glampground, I have opened up the Facebook page for those of you that reserved an electrical site. If you can get your fee to me, if everyone that has reserved an electrical site does not get the fee to me, I'm going to send you a notice, and then I'm going to let that electrical site go to somebody else if we, because I have several people that need electric, and the electric sites are all gone. So I don't want someone that wants electric that needs electric not to have electric. So we just had our worst Chinese today. Well, that is never a good thing. I'll eat Chinese with you next time I'm down at the shop, Jackie. So the place that we have here is nothing like what I have at my house. Literally 15 minutes from my house, the best Chinese that I've ever had. So down here, it's fine. I love crab rangoon, and they do not have good crab rangoon. But the sweet and sour chicken and the fried rice is good. So anyway, so if you are interested in coming to the meetup, please reach out to me. It is $60 for boondocking. That's what I've got. And it is the 19th, 20th, and 21st. It is immediately following Bev's on the 16th, 17th, and 18th. She also is going to have live music every single day. So if you want to attend both of them, you will reach out to me for mine, and you will reach out to Misty Brown at Fred Rock Glampground for Bev's. If you know Bev personally, shoot her a text. You guys can work that out. I love the Asian market outside of St. Louis. Zeb is in the house. Good to see you. Johnny Lightning in the house. Hey, all, a late night. A little late. It's been a long week. It has been a long week. I'll tell you what. I was yawning at dinner already. I thought to myself, I don't even know if I can do an hour show. I have just been really beat the last couple of days. It's just been not fun. I like Chinese. Mike, my roommate, can eat it every day. I feel like I feel like I could eat it a couple of times a week for sure. I love fried rice. I love the red sweet and sour sauce. Obviously, you know I do. But I feel like I could eat it twice a week for sure.
How about when they don't put the pineapple in it, John?
Oh, you know what? Bernadette just reminded me. There's a place in Farmington that's got Chinese that is really good. Zeb, thanks for becoming a member. I appreciate that. And they actually have this stuff called pineapple chicken or something like that, because the place in town has sweet and sour chicken and they don't put pineapple in it. So, egg drop soup. I'm like not really a soup person, so I can take or leave that. I like vegetable soup, but mine's almost like a beef stew kind of thing. Out there, I guess it didn't scroll back far enough. Where is the good Chinese place in Farmington? I feel like it's in the plaza by Great Clips, behind like maybe Harbor Freight area. It's in a complex, and it's kind of like in the corner, if I remember right. Um, Yeah, that's the thing. When you move to a new area, because like I'm down here all the time, it's like you got to find out these good places to eat. Um, yeah, you gotta scope out all the locals, and because a lot of these places, we've got a place in town here called the Depot and the Mine House. I love them both. The Depot's a little bit more fancy, like a really really good steak, but yeah. So, is the main fuel used in USA gas, not petrol, or do you just call petrol gas? Absolutely, it's the same. Yep. Yeah, to my knowledge, it is. Petrol is normal unleaded gasoline. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but and then of course diesel. And I don't know about you guys in Australia, but we've got like it's a percentage. It's got like an ethanol or a um yeah, percentage. So it's like 93, 95, 97. So it's unleaded, unleaded plus, and super unleaded. So I didn't know you guys had a mine house. Yes, we do. Yep, we have one in, and I keep saying the mine house. It's the Mad Cow is the one I like. The Mine House isn't bad. They've got some good stuff. It's the Mad Cow that has a steak sandwich that is perfect. Desert Deb is in the house. Good to see you, Desert Deb. The best food is in Malaysia. There you go. Hi from Florida, helping my sister move. Yay! I hope everything is going well. Van Go Wonder saying hi. Van Go Wonder in the house. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. What's up from Florida? A lot of people in Florida. Isn't it hot down there? Aren't you guys supposed to be coming to Missouri right now? Yeah, 91, 95, 98, and then E10, which is ethanol. And we have that too. We have that as well. So do you guys have gas by the liter, or do you guys have gas by the gallon in Australia? Mad Cow is definitely a yummy place to eat. Absolutely. Hot. I know it was hot down there. Hot as I think you said Hades. It was nice here today, guys. We had both vans like out kind of in the gravel area. Sean's van, the one he's working on, was halfway pulled in. We got our steps in today because the shop was cold this morning and it was beautiful outside. So we got some vitamin D today. Missed the Mad Cow steak sandwich. Oh man, I'll tell you what though, Les, I was a little disappointed today. Mine was about that thick. I was like I feel like somebody filleted mine in half. So look, guys. Oh, you know that hurt. You know that hurt. That is my very first box cutter cut since I started van building. It was a good one. Can't wait to get back up north and on the road. Yay. And it is gallons. Are they imperial gallons? Or pounds. So always trying to convert. Oh my goodness. Like I couldn't even do that. Like, just make it easy for me. Gary is in the house. Good to see you, Gary. Hello, everyone. Sorry I missed last Tuesday's live. Was at Alabama Gold Camp and didn't have cell. Well, if you're out there hanging with the van life people, then you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. Ouch, that's a doozy. Hope and heal. I know. Sean put glue on it, and you can kind of see how it's kind of a mess. I had a steri strip on it. I pulled the steri strip off the day it happened because I was kind of taking a cowboy bath. and it looked good. So I went to bed. And then when I woke up in like the middle of the night, I had blood everywhere. So it can kind of opened up on me. So then in the morning, I said, Sean, I am not going to cry all day. Put some super glue on it. And I was scared it was going to burn, but it didn't. And last night, I put hand lotion on, and I feel like the hand lotion might have been an antidote to super glue because it took all the super glue off. So 30, what? 3,200 an ounce.
Yes.
That's gold is 32. Oh, gold. I thought you were talking, I thought we were still on Australia petrol. I was like, what? HK in the house. Hey, Nomad fam. So we don't use gallons or pounds here, liters, and so just like Canada. I feel like that's just like Canada. Put honey on that cut. Will heal faster. Oh my goodness, I could not do that. I not a big honey person. I don't mind it like on biscuits, like at a restaurant, but not a big honey person. Definitely am not gonna bathe in it. I didn't say bathe. Oh man. All right, guys. Why don't you guys tell Lenny the number one van life tip that you can think of that will save her lots of headache and aggravation?
Oh, I'm getting ready to screenshot.
Somebody, like, what's your best van tip that will save her time, energy, headache? Like, spit your toothpaste in the trash can instead of in this drain is a good one. Because toothpaste clogs the drain. LED lights are always a win. I'm looking at a new van. It's diesel, never owned diesel. What is your pros and cons of diesel? I feel like diesel is phenomenal, except when you need someone to work on it. And if you live in a cold climate, you can't just start your diesel engine. Like it's gotta be on a heater block or something, or like I don't even know 100%, but you gotta like heat it up. You've gotta Lenny knows.
We had a few diesels. You have a plug that it's like an electric dip.
Yeah, you gotta heat it. Yeah.
You have to plug it in and it heats the oil up.
Yeah, you gotta plug it in to heat the oil. So if you live in Australia and it's never cold, then that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So glow plug. I remember when gold was $3.75 an ounce, no diesel. So then the other thing is where we're at is finding someone to work on a diesel engine when you need it. Obviously, my sister spent thousands of dollars this summer, and just they gave her the run around, and it was a lot of money. So for treating cuts, I use honey, but not for me with eating. Right? There you go. I'm looking. Oh God, I already read that one. No diesel. I'm going, guys. I'm going. Desert Adventures in Arizona is in the house. Good to see you, Steve. Thanks for coming in. Talk to your builder before you order anything. Oh, talk to your builder before you order anything. That's a good point. Ask her how she knows. We'll be installing that window on my 2015 Ford Transit, and I remember what you said last live and bought the longer blade. I have to cut these three supports. Yeah. Yep. Good job. You did good. Isn't diesel more available in Australia? There you go. The coolest thing happened the other day. We were out getting our steps in, and a van came up, and beep, beep, it was Diane. Last time we saw her was at your shop. So cool. I feel like I read that on Facebook. That was so cool. And then I read you guys were with Celeste and Rudy, so I love it. I love it. Yep, the van community together all over the place. Everything seems to be more expensive with diesel. It does, and I feel like the people that have the diesel, I feel, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like it's more expensive to fill, but I feel like they get better gas mileage with diesel. I'll tell you, I've told it a lot of times on this channel. I really don't mess with the mechanics a lot. I know the very basic stuff. And when anyone tries to, like, verify something with me mechanic wise, I typically will decline because I just don't want to give misleading or misinformation. Hey there, RV Ashes in April. Good to see you. Margie, did you see Felix's video on Cuba, Missouri Sunday? They've got like a ton of murals, and I can't count on my hands how many times I've been to Cuba, Missouri and never knew that. So I know you love them. So if you guys are ever up Missouri way, Cuba, Missouri, tons of camping, tons of kayaking and state parks, and yeah, good time. Question above by Van. I got that one. Let me see. Did I miss two? I got the one where he's talking about putting his window in. Diesel is available at all service here, but I don't think every mechanic have a diesel mechanic, and that is how it is down here. We do have gas stations that do not have diesel, so that is a thing down here. Diesel gets better fuel mileage and is a little bit more expensive, but pull really, really hard. Yeah. And I feel like say I get 200,000 out of mine, like I feel like it's not uncommon to get 300,000 or more out of diesel engines. Let's see here. No, I missed it. I will check it out. Finished editing a video that has a few murals in it. Awesome. I always love that because in St. Louis we have the graffiti wall, which changes. So I love it when people share pictures of that. But I know these guys like that. Malaysia is kind of opposite of Singapore. It is pretty much third world. They are super cheap. The same brand of candy, Mentos, that I got at a Dollar Tree for $1.25 is 33 cents there. Can you ship them home so we can blow them up with Coca-Cola? We have seen Ricky, the guy you installed a roof rack in Quartzsite. He's here on Magnolia Beach. That's so funny. Tell Ricky I said hi. That is so funny. Small world. Isn't that small world? I've never even heard of Magnolia Beach. I'm assuming it's in Texas if you guys are in Texas. And Magnolia. Is Texas the Magnolia state? I don't even know.
Georgia?
What?
I think it's Georgia.
I don't even know. Guys, if you guys have any van questions, just throw them in the comments. Otherwise, we're just chit-chatting. Yep.
Mississippi.
The Mississippi? Oh,
Yep.
do you have an AC you prefer? I'll tell you, and I'm going to say this because it's the one I have the most experience with. Several of my clients have it. And it's an AC current air conditioner. And that is the Rec Pro Houghton. And it's like 13,500 BTUs, maybe just 13,000. Very reasonable price wise. Lenny has it. It's non-ducted. Pretty quiet compressor. It is, I think hers was 9 something. So I have installed a 12 volt, and they're just power hogs. You got to have the full electrical system. Sean and I tweaked his so he can run his 12 volt off of shore power. So you have to, whatever you install. Now, with that being said, I'm going to finish that story. But with that being said, Rec Pro, the Houghton, I've installed several of those, different sizes. Dometic has one that is, Dometic's a good, reliable company. Probably going to be a couple of $100 more expensive. You're probably looking around the $1,400 range. Some of them have the heating element in it. I would not suggest getting the heating element because it's AC current. And when you go, it's one thing to be boondocked at a family member's house during the summer, getting AC current from them, or at a campground. But there's a lot of campgrounds that close in the winter. And if your heater runs on AC current, you might as well plug in a little space heater. So get a DC current, like a Webasto or a DC current heater, and just get strictly AC current air conditioner. I just feel like even the people with mini splits, now you hear them doing reviews, and now they've got 900 amp hours of power. Like, who has enough room in their van for 900 amp hours of power? Now, with that being said, they are coming out with 450 amp hour batteries. But again, that's a lot of power. It's a lot of money. And I feel like most of the time, you're chasing 70 degrees or you're on power somewhere. But check out that Rec Pro. It's a nice unit. We've had Rec Pro air conditioners here, refrigerators, windows, awning windows. It's a reliable company. The customer service is phenomenal. I've dealt with them a couple of times before. Amazing customer service. They literally will sit there on the phone and walk you through whatever you need. Magnolia Beach is just north of Padre Island. Well, I know that's in Texas.
That's different. The Magnolia State of Mississippi is after the Magnolia flower.
Oh, we're talking about the Magnolia flower.
Right.
That's Mississippi. Gotcha. I think it has a built-in soft start. Yep. And yeah, because I had a client that bought an additional soft start and they already had one on theirs. Forgot it's Tuesday. Hello, everyone. Good to see you, Teresa. Thanks for coming in. I have a box I moved from camper van. Oh, yeah. So Jackie's got a tote like thing, and it is full of like roadside stuff, just really handy stuff, and almost like what you call a bug out bag. And she just moves it from one van to another. Lenny is full-time van life, but still battery jumpers, air compressor, all kinds of stuff. Flashlight, emergency batteries, a weather radio, all kinds of stuff in there. So, Miley is in the house. Good to see you, Miley. Glad you made it home safely. You've made so many people happy. Seems safe enough, not any worse than here. I wore my regular clothes, nothing special. I missed that comment, obviously. Lily is in the house. Good to see you, Lily. Thanks for coming in. Do you get better deal on an upright fridge freezer than I would? When it comes to getting it, I need a roomy freezer and fridge too. Honestly, it would depend where you get it at. I do get discounts from some companies. Mostly I get Van Windows Direct. Now, Unaka has all kinds of stuff. And I mean, I haven't checked specifically for a refrigerator, but if they have the uprights now, I do have a discount from them. One last question, I promise. It's no worries. I don't mind answering the questions. That's what Tuesday nights are all about. I bought my window off Amazon. It's listed as an RV window. Is that okay to install on the Transit? Honestly, if you want to be 100% sure, send me the link. But if it's an RV window, you should be fine. Now, if it depends what kind it is. Like, is it a urethane one where it glues in? And then the other thing is if it doesn't have the urethane and it just has the flange that you screw together in your van, They used to not always send them. They used to never send them. And now they always send them. Always. Is a rubber gasket that goes around the outside of the van on the window. So you've got like a weather guard, so you don't have to caulk around your window. Now, the one thing that you do want to make sure of, if it's an RV style window off Amazon, is it got a curve in it. Because if it's got a significant curve in it, like it was maybe designed for a smaller camper or a teardrop or something like that, if it's got a curve in it, just know that this is thin steel and it's going to curve with the window, which you're going to get a good seal that way. But when you look down your van, you're going to be able to definitely see your curve. So otherwise, I have ordered windows off of, matter of fact, the Claire's van yesterday came from that Rec Pro window, came from Amazon. It's flat. I checked, has a flange. There you go. And if it's got some weather stripping, it sticks to that window. And a suggestion: before you put your window in, put that flange on your window. Pre-drill all your holes before you put it in, because it's going to make the install so much easier. So, and not only that, but if you've ever heard of someone that put a drill bit through their window, it is possible. If you don't hit that flange right, it's going to come through your van through the window. Hit the flange, and if you pre-drill them, you will not make that mistake. So only get tilt out windows. I am a fan of the tilt out. The sliding windows, I feel like possibly could leak. And I love being able to open my windows during a rainstorm. When it is hot and it's raining and you got to close all your windows because they're sliders, it stinks. So at least get one awning window or the things on your windows up front so that you can have some airflow in a rainstorm. Gracie says, me too. I know she's talking about her awning windows. Can't have them open in the rain. Yep. I'm thinking about swapping out a couple of mine for the tilt out. I feel like tonight, it was a beautiful day here in Missouri. The windows being open, oh, it just feels phenomenal. Yep, just a nice little cool breeze on you. Love it. Oh yeah, how'd your acupuncture go? How'd that acupuncture go? Pre-drilling, was that a lesson learned? It was. I'll tell you what. I don't know if you guys have ever had this, but one night, I don't know if I was dreaming it, but I woke up and I thought, wait a second. A long time ago, Van Windows Direct used to send the flange connected to the window with 2 screws. You had to take those screws out to get your flange and your window apart. We could pre-drill all of them before we put them in, because we swapped out a couple of Sean's windows because he didn't have that weather stripping when he installed his. 3 or 4 days later, it comes in the mail, and I was like, Sean, this was for your windows. And that's when they started sending that weather stripping with every window. And I imagine somebody had a leak, as did Sean. And Sean fussed with those things for a good 7-8 months. So not real long ago, he said, would you mind helping me? We'll swap out these windows. And we swapped out both of them. I ordered them brand new windows. But when I woke up from my sleep, I thought, we're pre-drilling every one of them. And then when we get it in the van, we will just sandwich them together. And no, I did not put a drill bit through a window, but I do know that it can happen. So, no, I have paid enough tuition for 2000 and well, I paid it in 2024. Do you also install sunroofs and skylights? I do. I do. We are wicked fast at that. What is CC Camper Lady? My roof drains got clogged up from those things falling from trees. I had a leak in my sunroof. Oh no. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Um, hate that. Hate that. Linda, if I didn't say hi, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Johnny, do the panda. Should I do the panda? Is that what she's saying? Do to panda. 46 watching, only 22 thumbs up. I'm going to do the video for my Patreon and channel members. For all of you guys that are signed up as a membership or on Patreon, I appreciate all the little extra that you guys do. Don't forget, this Sunday will be our Patreon Zoom. Thanks, guys. Right. What do any ProMaster owners do about the rain dripping down to the floor from the sliding door? I have actually applied some little J channels up there for people, and obviously in the morning when you've got all that dew and everything, it helps. If it's raining outside, it's not going to help. From rain because I didn't have my door closed right. Absolutely. It's still going. I fixed the leak. I ran weed eater wire down the tube on the roof. Cool. Good idea. Way to improvise. Adela's in the house. Just got home from the dog walk. Awesome. Caught the last of it. Absolutely. Thanks, Karen. Let me go back. I bought butyl tape. It didn't come with anything. Pre-drilling is genius. You do not use butyl tape on windows. That's why it did not come with any. If you use butyl tape instead of window gasket, you're just going to see that gray, but the butyl tape is like for roofing type, like sunlights. That's what we do. And that's what, like when you buy a window. But again, you do you. The butyl tape's not gonna hurt it, but butyl tape gets hot. So I don't know, like when it gets hot, would it shift? It's hard to say. The stick-on weather gasket, if yours didn't come with it, you really can buy it at any hardware store. It's got like 3M adhesive on one side and just a black gasket on the other side. It's a 1/2 inch wide, and it compresses to like the 3/4 that your window is. And it actually gives you a finished look, like you almost have black caulk around your window, but it's a rubber seal. So, do you know there's a person behind you? What?
Oh my God.
One?
That's all you can
They're
say.
invading the invasion of the
chow mein noodles.
it's Lynn and Lenny. Oh man.
I went through half the bag.
Question. My windows are larger. Can I replace them with tilt out? Only with a window the same size. Same size or bigger. same size or bigger.
It's like a haircut.
Yeah.
You can't put them on
Okay.
the-
If you do this with the double-sided tape, just know that your van is going to be in excess of 120 something degrees with a heat gun. And you may want to use some more adhesive than just that if you're going to keep it. The other thing that you can do is, if you're just going to peel and stick it on, is you can cut a small tip on silicone. Like if you put white up, use white. If you put black up, use black. Use silicone. And you could put a bead at the top and a bead underneath it, and that will actually help it adhere as well. So, and that is what we have used on a few vans. I think I had 3. Mine actually came off. I could have redone it, but I didn't. But yep, they do sell it, and it's either J channel or maybe some drip edge, but I have the J tape. 2 of them. Thanks, a bit better. Oh, keep hitting them. Lenny Lou, you can see, and on the other side, Lynn. Yeah. So Lynn is over here, and Lenny is over here. And Lenny owns the van that we have in the shop right now. Actually, out of the shop right now. The ProMaster has a slant, and the 3M J tubing is not adequate to keep the rain dripping down on the floor. Yeah, I added mine. I added it because you're 100% right. It wasn't enough. The problem that mine came off is because of the heat, and Les and Bernadette have it on theirs, and they siliconed theirs as well. And I believe, if one of them can mention it or not, I believe theirs is still on there. So Savannah saying hey to y'all. IMG is in the house. Good to see you. Yeah, that's a tough one because it is a pain. And I'll tell you, the biggest problem with that is you open the sliding door and this water comes in. And if it drips on your floor, that's 100% waterproof vinyl. It's not the end of the world. But most people have their galley in the doorway. So if your galley is in the doorway and you frequently do that, you're going to want to get one of those drip pads and let that water drip on that. Because if you've got a butcher block top or a hardwood top, and say you've got a coaster on there and that coaster gets wet, it's going to leave a mark. It's going to. And Les said his is still doing good. And I can tell you that theirs is over a year old. It is over a year old. Double trouble from Massachusetts, she said. I'll tell you what, guys, tell me if I'm wrong. The only person that can just type out Massachusetts is from someone that lives in Massachusetts. Like Mass, MASSA. I'm like nobody just
automatically on my thing because
yeah.
yeah.
Does the transit I have wait a minute. Does the transit have the same problem with water?
No.
This is only when people open their sliding doors, and Lynn is saying no. I have a trim lock drip rail from Amazon, works great. Trim lock drip rail. Guys, check that out. Trim lock drip rail. I feel like that's probably. Does it look like is it straight with a little hook? Because that's what we've had. My boss was from Denison, so I can, and she's wicked smart. I'm too lazy to type it out most of the time, right?
Here it is, Johnny.
Mine is like what?
Trim lock stuff.
That's what we used. That's what we used too. Yep, that worked fine. Yep. Yep. And the funny thing is honestly, most of the time, it was just from like the morning dew. Like when it's raining, half the time, like unless you are way lucky, it's going to rain in your door. So the drip edge works really good for all that morning wetness, that morning dew. I filled my weather stripping with silicone. I filled it with, you filled the weather stripping with, you mean that's
Around the doors?
I don't know, because the Ram does have a weird edge, so it will hold water, but it's supposed to drain. Yeah, so if it can't hold water, well, hopefully it wouldn't drip water. But most of the time, it's like, you got your door open in the morning, the sun is heating up, and it causes the water to come in. But, all right, guys, for those of you out there with a shower, would you keep it or give it up? For everyone out there living the van life that has a shower, would you keep it for privacy going to the bathroom, for a closet, or would you get rid of it and take the extra space? What's your answer? Right, right. She said, excuse me while I go knock on wood. All right, guys, keep it, change out the toilet situation. My sliding door and weather stripping was all tore up when I got it. Lesson Bernadette says keep it, and they've got the long one. Keep it. Both of them are saying keep it. Haven't noticed any water seepage over the last year. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Adele says keep it. And it's like I'm not sure how many people are in the chat that have one, but Lenny has one. We put one in Lenny's van, and she's got the Ogo toilet in there, and she's got a little cubby. We'll have a little cubby that the toilet will pull out on glides. We're going to fill Lenny's up with guitars. I'm just saying. Lenny showed up she's going to spend the summer here. She brought like 12 guitars to work on. I was like, we didn't give you that much storage, but yep. All right, so far, the only people that I know in the chat that has a shower are saying keep it. Some are saying modify it. If I had one, I would keep it. I think a lot of people like the privacy of the bathroom. The shower, I feel like we could take outdoor showers, find a gym, family, but I feel like people really like the privacy of not pulling out their toilet in the middle of the room and using it, especially when they're van lifing with other people. But I would love to have one. I like a long hot shower, so will join Planet Fitness. I would not get one. My shower currently is a bunch of magnets and a hula hoop with a shower curtain. I'm definitely keeping that since it goes away in a box. Absolutely. That's what I did in my old build. I like Planet Fitness, no shower. Excuse me. I am lucky because I have real short hair, and it's nothing for me to get 100% clean after a long day of work. Just taking like a cowboy bath. But when I go home, I will get in the shower and I will not get out until the water is cold. I take that long of a hot shower because I just want it to beat every ounce on my body. So I've never had a shower in my rig, but I usually am close to Planet Fitness for showers. And I have. Lenny played guitar showing up with weird and gilly spiders from Mars.
What?
What? How did you drain? How do you drain the water? Drain in the floor? Yeah, that would be a good question for IMG. I use a shower tent behind my van with an instant water heater. There you go. Saves a little bit of room, but typically propane. I have been paying for Planet Fitness for 3 years and used it once. Wow. Why? And I have a call toilet for emergency number 2. I'm gonna see her first one. Great question. I've never had. Oh, there you go. There you go. Camp toilet. Do you always use the same toilet in builds, or customers choose what's the best one? Customers choose. The customers always choose their toilets. And when I say what's the best one, like there's some benefit to just go and throw. There's benefits to that. Like when I went to Quartzsite, it was so much easier for me having the composting toilet. I was out there for 7 weeks and switched out my compost once. No, it was perfect. And I had people in and out of my vans the whole entire time. So I like it. I like the composting toilet. When I first got out there, I didn't have a cord for my toilet. It was at the shop. So I had to wait for Les and Bernadette to get out to Quartzsite. And they were stuck in Missouri in a snowstorm. So I just did the go and throw kind of thing for a couple weeks. Or for probably a couple weeks. And it really wasn't that bad. It wasn't, it really wasn't. So my clients get to choose. A lot of people do like the Ogo toilet. It is a composting toilet. It is vented. So I get a discount on it. So it makes it enticing. I have recently had an influx of clients using the Trillino toilet, which is I think it's a more basic toilet. It is a composting toilet, but it doesn't have the ventilation. It doesn't have the, it doesn't mix it, is to my knowledge.
And it can also be go and throw. Too.
Oh, you. Yeah. Go and throw. Is it go and throw?
Well, I put composting material in it.
Uh-huh.
And then, after maybe if I'm out in Quartzsite and I'm out there for 3 or 4 days, I'll bag it up and put it in my trash.
I think she said she uses a kitty litter scoop.
I do. But I use the coconut cord.
Oh, I was joking. Oh, that's okay. So cool. So it's Trillino go and throw. I know a lot of people that use a 5-gallon bucket. And if you guys saw Claire's video tour on Sunday, she's got a very simple setup. That's the same kind of setup that Cindy Howell used and still uses and has used for years. So it really, when you think about like what you could do in your build for $823, which is what a Ogo toilet costs. You could get 2 windows for you get 3 windows for that. You could get a vent fan and 2 windows for the price of a toilet. The Trillino is several $100s, depending on the size. They've got 2 sizes, I think. So, but I haven't heard of anyone that says, I don't like my Ogo. Now, I had the Nature's Head, and I did not like it for multiple reasons. Because you got to bend your face all the way down to the toilet to mix it. So I didn't like that. So 5-gallon bucket with a gamma lid, absolutely. Yeah. Everybody's, that works perfectly fine. With a toilet lid from Walmart, absolutely. Cindy had a like a potty trainer for toddlers seat and uses that. So I'll tell you what, after using my toilet as kind of like a go and throw toilet for several weeks this year, I don't have any problem with it. And in my shop, I've got the Nature's Head, and I'm done messing with that churn thing. So I completely took that out of there, and I've got it bagged and compost inside there. So if anyone had an emergency and wanted to use that, of course I've got that outhouse thing now too, but at 2:00 in the morning, I ain't going down there. There's bobcats out here.
Yeah, no.
I have a dry flush, never used it. And I showed it up on the screen, but Desert Deb, thank you so much for being a channel member for so many months. So many months. I've got some people here. Yeah, exactly. Gracie, I didn't even see that one. 48 months. Thank you so much for all your always supportive to the channel. Pam, love the Laveo dry flush. Is that the one that twists? Is that the one that you go, it twists, and you're done? How do you know you're in a van life chat? The conversation is either food or pee. I know. Now, Kathleen, I promise you, I've done like 3 live stream recently where it was all just questions. No food, no Girl Scout cookies, and no toilets. Yep, like a diaper genie. I've heard that one is really nice. I did hear that. That is funny. That is funny. There is no doubt you're in a van chat. Oh my goodness. Kathleen, are you going to make it to the meetup this year? The 19th, 20th, and 21st. Just use it for number 2. There you go. Oh yeah, that even works out better. So, and how long, like you go and it twists, but you do that several times before you like dump it, or does it like twist and then you dump it? Is Ogle toilets have is Ogle toilets have great? They have great customer service. Yeah. Where's the meetup? It is in Missouri, in Fredericktown, Missouri. Has everyone tried to install no, and I'll tell you why. So they reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to be a not a dealer, but a service contact for their toilet. Those are $3,000 toilets. If you can afford a $3,000 toilet, would you message me? I need a sewer tank out here. Oh man. I think they're 15 flushes. Wow, that would be. I mean, think about it. If you're on a couple-week trip, you don't even have to mess with it until you get back home. Yeah. Ogo has great customer service. Helen's Ogo Nomad toilet, she lost a couple of the bolts off of the lid in the back. I reached out to Ogo. They're already at my house. It was that quick. So, and we've had fans go out. They sent me 2 when my fan went out. They sent me an extra one because it's the most cost effective that they can do. They would rather replace a fan every now and then and use that particular kind because they're so hard. They're just little computer type. They're like little, computer type fans, just 2-wire, easy to switch out. They use the Wagyu clips. You can buy a lot of kitty litter for $3. Just saying. Can I get an amen? I mean, that is incredible. When they asked me that, I was like, I feel like I'm going to take some time to learn about this. And by time my little shop ever sees one, I will be like, what kind of toilet? I'm like, yeah. But if you've got enough money to get it, more power to you. Evidently, they're like I don't know if it just evaporates the poo out. It just burns it up. But if it keeps the house warm, I might try it. But I don't know if I want to stay warm by. Yeah. Are you guys going to be at Bev's meetup? I will be. Yes, I will. You almost missed it. Yep. You almost missed it. Matter of fact, we're about to shut it down. It has a butane. Yep. At the bottom. Yep. Floss. I already talked to Misty about your accommodations. Good to go. You are good to go. So, guys, we will leave it on that note. If you guys are planning to come to the meetup, like I said, the electric sites are full. If you're going to need a battery charged, we will be able to get batteries charged throughout the day. Someone will be able to charge batteries. It is the 19th, 20th, 21st. I did not raise the price this year. $60 for boondocking, $70 for electric. If you are sharing a spot with someone else, it still is $70 a piece for the electric, because we're paying. It's the electric that you're paying for. You're getting the same thing as the person right in front of you. We will have the s'more platters. You will be able to come in at 3, leave at 11 on Sunday. Once you pay, I will invite you to the Facebook group site. There's already, I think, 5 or 6 of us on there. And the only reason I do that, guys, is because the first year we had, like, I'm just going to, a crazy number, 300. And there's too much. If somebody's sharing directions or information on there, I just don't want it out. So I only want people that are for sure coming to get on the Facebook group. So it is private. So, all right, guys. Patty A, did you feel the earthquake? Oh my goodness. The extra heat couldn't hurt, says the person that's always hot or always cold. Yep. Me too. Just looked up the OGO. Looks good, but it is 2,095 here. Well, I get it for 800, and I wonder how much I would get charged to ship it. We got to figure out this math. I could just purchase stuff and send it to you. I need to talk to OGO and see if I can get one sent to you. Is there a question, Johnny? Is there a QQQ? I don't know. If I wanted to have your company install my fan, is it best to install my ceiling insulation and wood finishing, or bring it in and just a metal ceiling? Just a metal ceiling is golden. If the insulation is up, we'll work around it. But if you want to put your insulation up on all of it except for that spot, that'd be perfect fine as well. But if the wood is up, the ceiling's up, it's going to be extra. We use those ribs as landmarks, and better to have a bare ceiling. I don't know if any of you guys have ever, do it for fun sometime. Try to drill a hole through thinsulate. Oh my goodness. It is a nightmare. Thanks, Gracie, for bringing that question to my attention. I didn't feel the earthquake. In life, I felt it pretty good. Absolutely. And fans are one of those items that, unless you, like I'm going to be installing one for someone and they're like, hey, I'm heading through. But if it was just a fan, we could have done it, but it was something else as well. But if you said, hey, I'm going to be in Missouri tomorrow, can I get a fan installed? 100% you can. But you just have to remember, we put lap sealant on it. So you have to stay put for several hours, because that lap sealant is self-leveling. And if you're driving 70 and it's not set up yet, I would imagine that you're going to have lap sealant all the way down the back of your van. But typically, I say about 4 hours might be drivable. If you're coming and you can hang out for the night and leave the next morning, I've got 4 campsites, 30 amp, 50 amp, which nobody in van life typically ever needs. I'm going to be in Missouri tomorrow. Can I get a floor installed? No, you cannot. Not a floor. That's what I was saying. Not a floor. Yeah. We got to buy lumber. We got to buy furring strips. We got to order insulation. We got to paint the furring strips. That is a get on the schedule job. Yep. All right, guys. The Epic Center was where my parents used to live. All right, guys. But IMG, I think I've got you on my schedule for the fall. So, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. We're gonna finish Lenny's birthday probably with a dreamsicle before my fast is over. She floored, you asked. She's always a mess. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to feed Lenny some birthday ice cream. She's like, what? Night, guys. Thanks for coming in. If you have any questions I didn't answer you, send them to me in an email and we will get them answered. Nancy hanging out for the full show. Thank you very much, Nancy. Night, everybody. How do you end the stream?
It's the